Hello, traders. John at StockBookie.com. Today I'm doing a live stream on Saturday, December 31st, 2016. Happy New Year, guys. Happy holidays, all that good stuff. 2016 was a great year for us, and let's continue in 17. So we're going to go through a couple of the charts here. The SPY, the usual suspects, nothing crazy. I'm a little bit under the weather, so bear with me. I have to blow my nose here and there, but nothing like being sick on New Year's Eve, guys. But my kid family having a good time and just hanging out today and laying low, which is always good. Last week I didn't do too much. Usually this week, the last 2 weeks of the year, I don't do a lot. It's usually light volume. Stocks are going up and down. If I have swing trades on, we're just managing the positions and going from there. If you notice on StockTwits, I didn't do a lot of the intraday action. So all right, let's get right to the SPY daily. Again, we have these trend lines up in this area. We slowly pulled back. We talked about the slightly bearish pattern here, down sideways, slightly bearish, and we did move below the 20 MA, and we did confirm on Friday. So this will be interesting if we pop it up. The volume wasn't that heavy. We had what on the day? Oh, we did have 109 million on the day. I guess that was Friday. 109 million, seriously? So we did have pretty good volume towards the end of the day, which was surprising. I really wasn't around, so. But again, nothing wrong. We're coming fill here around 219.70 and around the 50 MA here. You'll probably have some support, unless it really starts to break down. But at this point, guys, I wouldn't rule it out. But again, watch the volume, see if we continue floating, going through this stuff. So let's go to the weekly chart. Nothing wrong with this, where we're sitting on the 250 retrace. We are going a little bit sideways here on a weekly basis, so need a couple more weeks to see where this thing could possibly go. We do have this trend line here, and we have another one going here, an upsloping one. Then we had a mathematical number at 227.13, which we pretty much went through and then pulled in. So we'll take a look at that one and see what's going on. But then since it's the end of the month, let's look at the monthly really quick. The monthly charts on these, nothing wrong, guys. I'm at my home computer, guys, so bear with me. Nothing wrong. We're sitting right here on the 250 retrace. So, you know, there's really nothing to do here. Let's get into the new year and see what happens with this one. But again, nice move. We went 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 months up into this upper trend line, comes back from the 2008 high, goes through this high here, and then that's where we ran into right there. So that wasn't bad at all. 10 months up, made it green. Everyone's happy. The fund managers, they got the clients some money, and you know they're all going to stick with them because you know they know what they're doing. WM daily on this one. Again, I'm at home, guys. I'm not on my main setup here, so I'm on a laptop. I have another computer, but nothing. Again, you know, just kind of chopping and slopping. We do have this slope and trend line too, going back here to 2016, a couple months ago, comes back, got through it, came back, tried to get above it again, came back. We do have an area around 138.77. That was the all-time high, came back in. But now we're below the 20 MA, so we just got to keep an eye on that. They need to keep it above that to keep everybody bullish. If it starts to dribble down, I'd expect it to possibly fill this gap, maybe the 50 MA, the 382 retrace. But one day at a time, guys. We still have some light volume in these markets, and at that point, anything can happen. So let's go to the weekly. Actually, yeah, the weekly. Weekly, same thing, inside bar, bullish pattern, nothing wrong. We did get below that trend line here, though, so you got to keep an eye on that. And I know there's some more trend lines in here. Here, this one. Let me draw this one in. So if you go back to here, connected high there, look at that one, too. It's pretty amazing. You know, you do these technical, guys, and it's pretty amazing to see this stuff. So you connect that low or high to that high, and look where it went into. Then we had a mathematical number here around 138. I think it was 138.50 right in there. It kind of pierced it. Now it's the all-time high. So you got to watch out for that. But let me tell you, these trend lines are working pretty good here. And did I ever think it was going to go up that far? No way. But this one, remember, was always lagging, and now it was leading. Let's see if it could become the one leading the way down instead of lagging the way up. So let's keep an eye on that. Monthly chart, like I said, we are at the end of the month. Nothing wrong. Here's that trend line again. We got to it, pulled back. We still closed above this last green bar on the monthly, so it is a little bit strong still. Let's keep an eye on volume. Let's see what's going on to the new year. Do they keep it up? Maybe to end of January? I don't know. But last year we started selling on the 30th with the rate hikes. So let's see if we get the kind of the same scenario as last year. If we do, great. If not, whatever. We do it. Mostly all our positions are short in the markets. So I love the markets to pull back a little bit more. Let's get to the Qs. Qs was pretty much the weak horse here, guys. Got to keep an eye on this one too. He has some big names in this one. We do have a little bit of a tail here. This was a pretty good bullish pattern here too above the MAs. And a lot of times when you're at all-time highs, guys, bullish patterns fail. And when they fail, we're going to come down quick and painless here. So, but right now, nothing wrong. A little bit of selling pressure. We're in the 382 retrace. We are below the 20 MA here. So that's, you have to be aware of that as well. My thinking is they'll try to get it back above, keep the bulls going. But if this does start going and trying to retest this trend line down here and we get through it, I'd expect maybe 116, maybe fill the gap down here, and then possibly go into the 200 MA down in this area around 113.52. I would not rule that out whatsoever. So you got to be careful with these markets, especially when you're at the all-time highs and the hype and everything else that goes with it. I just want to stick this, and I know there's another, if you connect these dots and everything here, upsloping trend line, that's going to be some pretty good resistance up there too. So you got to at home, guys. But I know just, from watching my charts at my shop that this was another area that, just trying to get through. And when it just can't get through, bust that door down. And there's really good support down in here. So if this thing does bust through and go all the way, past this and start going to here, it's going to get interesting, guys. You might get some panic selling or what have you. But again, nothing wrong with that. Just keep an eye on the Q, see if we stay above the 50 and get back above the 20 MA. The weekly chart, nothing wrong. Still above the MAs on the weekly. This was a nice little reversal candle here, so you have to respect that. And now we're just waiting for pattern on the weekly, the daily. Now we're just kind of sitting in our hands, guys. Let's see what next week brings. On the monthly chart, really nothing here. This is the Qs still. Just a little doji there, a little spinner here too as well, but nothing too crazy to worry about. Let's go to the DIA. DIA. We did get above this trend line on the monthly. Now the big thing is I want this thing to close above 200 at the end of January, and that will tell me possibly more or higher prices. So let's get to the daily here. Daily, we're sitting on top of the 20 MA, so nothing wrong. Pretty good bullish pattern up here. I would like to see a little more of a wedge, to be honest with you, then into price and then up. This one gets below this. What's up, Christoph? Happy New Year, buddy. If this one gets below the 20 MA here, you gotta be aware. Right now, nothing wrong with these charts. The Qs are the only recourse right now, so I'd watch out for that one. Go from there. Let's look at the weekly really quick. Weekly, same thing. You have a little bit of a tail here, and it didn't close above it. And we had a nice reversal, and it did close almost below this little topping tail. So let's keep an eye on that, see if we come right back down to this trend line. If we do, I'd expect it to stick around here for a little while. But again, light volume markets, you never know what's going to happen. So let's go to the monthly. Monthly, same thing. There's that trend line that we got above. That goes back from the 2008 highs. Upsloping trend lines aren't the best, but you have to get it. You have to put it in there, and you got to respect it as well. You come here, you're above it. You closed above it. Let's see if we get close above, like I said, the 200 area on the monthly chart, and then possibly higher prices. But I think this one's a little overdone and needs to come back a little tiny bit. Let's go to the IYT. If I could get it in there. On my laptop, guys. The IYT though, monthly chart, nice topping tail here. I'd love to see a little more volume here, but you gotta respect it. If you're not short the IYT, if this one retraces up back towards the all-time highs in the 171 area, I would definitely short this one. Right now, you're chasing it a little bit. We've been telling everybody when it was hitting double top, short, 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 short. So hopefully you did. This one pulled back real nice. You go to the daily chart. Remember, this one was always lagging, guys. It was lagging all the way up until right in here, and all of a sudden it just took off. It was almost like, let's leave the SPY alone, let's leave the Qs alone, and let's leave the A alone, but let's take care of the IWM and the IYT. Remember, those were the ones that were always lagging, and all of a sudden out of the blue, pop goes the weasel straight up. It was almost as if more out of the SPY, the Qs, and the DIA. So let's go after the IYT and the IWM to make those start leading. Then everyone will hop on these guys, and then the SPY and everything will go up a little bit more. At least that's what I'm looking at. And then that's exactly what happened, because you're not going to push the ones at all-time highs. You want to push the ones that are lagging. Excuse me, guys. I'm a little bit under the water here, or weather here. So, you know, when this thing was chopping, the SPY and everything else was at the all-time highs. So as this thing was chopping around, even though you got to respect this bullish man, not a pretty good pattern here. You know, not the best, not the worst, but it was above the MAs. It was consolidating sideways in a bullish manner, and then pop goes the weasel. We had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 weeks up, and then straight down for 3 weeks. We did close below that big green candle, so this is a little bit weak. Maybe get a retrace, and then maybe the next wave down, but we'll have to, you know, just keep an eye on that and see what happens. So just tighten the stops if you're short. Let's ride it down. I think we could get down to 151, or maybe gap fill around 145. And who knows, if these markets sell like last year, we could possibly. All right, that's the weekly. Let's look at the USO. And I'm just looking for stuff, guys. I'm at home. I only can make 480 videos here. I don't know, something's up with my laptop. I'm going to get another computer here eventually, and so I can do videos at home too. So we'll see. I have an iMac too. I'm going to try to figure something out. Signal only runs on the Windows side, so we'll have to see what happens with this stuff. But the USO, guys, again, nothing wrong. We're short it. You know, as it was going up, we're shorting it. As it was going up, we're buying the SCO as well. We'll see if this thing can hang on tight above the MAs. Nothing wrong. Let's just let's see what happens in the next couple of weeks. But the dollar's been shooting up, and the oil just keeps going up. Amazing to me. That tells me there's a little central bank manipulation going on. Because honestly, you know, if they want the economy to keep going, we can't handle higher prices. This is the last stimulus for the Americans, because it was QE1, QE2, QE3, Operation Twist, POMO, buying bonds, doing everything else, and then it was like, hey, let's give the consumer a little bit of a boost. So let's make the dollar go up and the oil go down, and then everything will be great again. But again, on the monthly chart, we're inside this bar pattern, so we'll know, you know, we'll know more in the next couple of weeks. We are short the USO right now, and I'm going to stick with this trade. Weekly chart, there's nothing wrong with it. Nothing's wrong with this stuff. We're above all the MAs here. But again, we're running into some big resistance up in this area, and then you still have 5 or so. So if you're long this, just tighten your stops. We were no, actually we were long the dollar for a little while. Let's go to the dollar. Nothing wrong. I wish it would have stayed down here and then had the 20 MA curl up. This is the weekly, guys, and it just popped a little early, came right back in. It's trying to hold the 26.48 area sideways in a bullish manner, and then we pop up. If you look at the daily chart, same thing. We came back in. We actually went down. We actually filled the gap on Friday, and we bounced off the 20 MA. This is a pretty good bullish pattern here. As long as we stay above the moving averages, this should move up. If we go to the monthly chart, nothing wrong. We are right below it. So let's see if we could get above that next month and close. But ultimately, there's a couple of other areas. Like I said, I'm not. This is my chart. This is my setup at home. 214 or 2714 there, 2891 there as well. So I'm thinking we could still get at least maybe at least 715, and I'm thinking 28 somewhere in this area. If we get to the 29 area, this could possibly be a cold stone short, or we wait for 30 and see if it pulls back there. down here. So we'll just have to follow this and see what happens once it gets to 29 and then possibly 30. So, all right, one more, guys, GLD. Like I said, this is the only way I can make a video today where it's a little more high definition with the Google Hangouts. But if you guys are watching and you have any stocks you want me to look at, pop them in and we could take a quick look at. So far, so good with this one. We started adding right around 115. 115.35. We started adding more right around 112, and we started adding more right around 108, which looks like the right move. But let's see. I mean, we did get a nice little bounce up here. This was a nice bearish consolidation, but we did PMA. Now that we're above the 20, you know, let's see what happens. I mean, we closed pretty much right on top of it. So let's see if we go in a bullish manner here and then pop up. It is still slightly in the 200. You got to watch for that. But if this thing does start moving down, you're looking at, you know, you have a gap fill down here at, let me pop those in, 103. Got another one around 100. You got another around 101.45. You got something, you know, you got a lot of stuff down here. It's a little choppy and sloppy, 105. So you got to be aware of that stuff as well. So just keep an eye on all that. Right now we're getting a slow bounce. So if you're lucky enough to get a, you know, position here around 108, you know, maybe if this thing runs to 115, 120, I think we'll probably, you know, start tightening up the stops on this trade. But right now, nothing crazy, nothing to do. We've been adding longs as this thing's been going down. We did reverse as the dollar goes up, and this one continues down. Only time will tell, guys. That's all we can really do with this trade. But if you look at the monthly chart, let's see, what did it do? Nothing really wrong on this one, but you are below the 20 and the 50 MA, so you got to respect that as a weak position. And it did close below this big red bar of last month. So we could set up possibly sideways, maybe a little retrace for the next leg down, but we'll keep a close eye on that to see what might happen. So, all right, guys, if you have anything you want me to look at, that would be great. Just punch it in there in the chat room. I think everything's working. Is everything working, guys? Can you see everything all okay? Is anyone here? I see Christoph there. What's up, buddy? So, you know, another one, people have been asking me about the IBB. Let's go into the IBB. And this is what I'm really following. IB, bait inside bar, bearish pattern. You're still trying to hold the 50 MA in this trend line. But my gosh, if this thing plays out, guys, you know, and I keep telling we twits, I'm thinking 164. I mean, honestly, it could even go to 145 if this pattern plays out. So just be careful if you're long the IBB. This one can come. Someone was saying that it was making lower or higher lows, which I kind of see that one. But here we cracked it. This is the trend line you really want to watch for. If that cracks, then we're probably going to go to 258 or so, fill the gap, and then ultimately around the 247, 246 area. So you got to watch out for that as well. But this is, you know, this is slightly bearish too. You're below the MAs. You're holding out for dear life with these, with the trend line. But you also are into the 618 retrace down in here. So you have to respect that as well. So, all right. So that one here, and another is, it's funny because everyone thinks, you know, since it's at the low, you know, I mean, it went from 72 to 30, it's got to go up. Well, you know, and then they, you know, bounce it up, get all the longs on, then they shake them out a little more, bring it down a little bit lower. Almost came the gap fill around 27. And ETF, JNUG, please. Yeah, JNUG, I really don't play that. That thing's a beast. But gold could keep going up right now, but we just talked about the GLD, and we'll see what happens with that one. So let's see here. So what is this? Twilio, yeah, Twilio. I'm still thinking 27.27, and then the 26.38. So that's what I'm thinking, guys. So we'll see with this one here. So just be careful along. I mean, if it goes down to, I mean, 20 would be the big even number, then then that would be the next one we talk. You know, that's the next one we would look at there. So let's see. On that NVIDIA. Not really. we did write some calls that were just a little bit out of the money on, so that should probably start coming in. But yeah, I'm upset. I got 70 other trades out there on my Twitter site that will probably come in my Nvidia. One trade won't be a big deal. I'm worried about it. EDZ. EDZ. I don't even know what this is. EDZ. EDZ. Let's look at the monthly. Oh gosh, yeah. ED, I don't even know what this is, but right now it's just weak. What is EDZ, John? Yeah, Nvidia's coming in. We'll see. I'm not too worried about it. I'm playing Nvidia on a monthly chart, so if I got to hang on to this thing for 2-3 months, I don't really care. EDZ. I don't know. Is this an ETF or something? I don't even know what it is. But right now, it looks like a triple ETF, maybe on the SPY or oil or something like that. Short emerging markets. Okay. So emerging markets are rallying, and this one's going tanking. You could probably take a stab at it, but don't go too crazy. I mean, the market's pulled back. This should pop up. Play it like an option, John. Don't go all in. Don't go crazy. No more than 10% of your total portfolio in this position. Now I would probably do 5% since it's probably a triple where this thing will just probably rip if they but look where it's been. It's just been basing and basing. Basically what you're looking at for this one, you need to get above the MAs. If you get above the MAs, and this one can easily play it as an option. If you want to take a $25,000 position or 10 or 1,000 shares, play it like that and expect it to go lower, but don't get killed on it. But yeah, I do like these plays. We're short the markets right now, the SPY, the IYT, the Dow, the IWM, the Qs, all that stuff. So yeah, you could definitely play this one on the long side. You start getting above these 20 MA and the 50 MA, definitely it's going higher. So if you want to play it, great, just don't load the boat. Hey, what's up, Rags? How's it going, buddy? I'm doing a live session right now. I didn't post anything on StockTwits. I just wanted to do a quick update. I didn't do too much this week, a little bit on StockTwits, but at home I can't really make videos. I only have 480 DPI. I'm gonna see if I could do something on my iMac. I might actually go buy another computer this week to possibly do more videos at home. So, but I got the kids and everything. Usually the last couple of weeks of the year, I just hang out with my kids and do all that stuff. Yeah, Happy New Year to you too, buddy. Else anybody wants me to look at here? I looked at the IBB. Let's look at NVIDIA. We did write some calls on this one. We're out of money. I think it was about $3 right now, $3-4. I have 5 calls on this thing. I wrote them. It's not a big position. I mean, it's an okay position, but we're playing a monthly chart, guys. That's it. This thing goes up and up and up and up and up. You got to watch out for that. Just like all these charts, this will come in. Next thing you know, it's at 90. Next thing you know, it's at 80. Then I'll take off my calls and I'll just take off my hopefully NVIDIA position for a break even and get the hell out. Adding more up here, I just didn't. If it's a loser, it's a loser, guys, whatever. But at this point, I'm writing calls. Hopefully those will come in. My average right around 2150. I'm in an 85 March call on NVIDIA that we wrote. But we're writing them as it was going up. Did I ever think it was going to 120? Hell no. But man, they hyped this one up pretty good. But this is one of those. All of a sudden it just starts going down and everyone questioning, well, I don't get it. It's NVIDIA. But everybody said it's the stock of the year. And then all of a sudden it goes down and down. Next thing you know, it's a $60 stock. And everyone's like, this doesn't make any sense. This is wrong. It's funny. So when stocks are going straight up, and they shouldn't be, everyone's on the bull wagon going, oh, man, this one's the best thing ever. Oh, man. But you got to realize this is just an unhealthy move. And then when the thing craters back down to 60 or 50, I don't get this. Something's wrong, this and that. No, what's wrong was this stock. There's nothing wrong with the company or anything. It's just crazy, guys. PayX, see long. Watch out for these guys. And I always go, and everyone said, you can't compare it to Skyworks or GoPro or anything like that. It's not even comparing companies. It's comparing the run. think was involved with Apple, but it's with Apple and they're doing stuff with Apple, so that means it should probably go to 150. And they were upgrading this, and then boom, and look where it pulled back to 50. But this was, and I remember this one totally. We were short here at like 112. I don't know, like 20. We missed it. We missed the top by like 50 cents. And next thing you know, it's falling. We only pulled 10 bucks out of this thing, maybe 12 bucks on the short. You know, we didn't ride it all the way down. But, you know, everyone, you're short in Skyworks, you're an idiot. They just upgraded it. And they, you know, Kramer said, da, da, da. And then here we are, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 months later, and look where the stock is at. And that's all I'm comparing it to, you know, with the NVIDIA chart. NVIDIA, that it's just a high flyer. That's all. I don't care about the company. I'm looking at the charts, guys. Look at, oh, I don't even know what this one is. A realty company or something. But you know what? Once it started getting stretched from the 20 MA, look at that, right back down. And where'd it go to? 20 MA. Period. I mean, this is like the turd, and this is the fly. The fly always goes right back to the turd. And then if you look at NVIDIA, this is just ridiculous. I think this is probably the worst one I've ever seen. Other than, oh, here's one. Microsoft, MSFT. Oh, I'm fat. MSFT. Is that Microsoft? You know, look, I mean, look at Microsoft, guys. Back here. That high flyer back in the day, back at 2000. But it's look, it's Microsoft. It's got a, oh my gosh. And then look, it went from 60 bucks. It fell to 20. Stayed. And now we're right back to double top again. Why do you think I'm short Microsoft? So, you know, it's just the nature of the beast, guys. All these stocks pull back, and the NVIDIA is not any different. And it's the 2016 stock of the year. And even look at this nice little run. From 345 to 44, went right back to $6. Ran right here. 25, came back down. Even on this run here, 23, went right back down to $3. And all of a sudden, it just, someone needed to make money here. Maybe Goldman Sachs. And then you're upgrading this one at the highs. Are you kidding me? But you know what? Sometimes you get stuck in positions like this. And at least I'm not all in. That's all I can say. I can withstand it. As we're taking off position after position after winner after winner, this one loser. And it's a loser right now. It's on paper, guys. Just like the guy who's in this thing from 44 and, oh man, I made all this money. It's only on paper. Until you sell it for a profit or sell it for a loss, it's only on paper, guys. All right, let's look at PAYX. Yeah, look at that double top there. Let's go back. Oh yeah, look at that. Jeez. You know, and one thing I was trying to explain to a lot of people last week too, a lot of this crap's overshooting big time. DPZ too. We're short. We were short DPZ. We took half off, added it. And I'll show you that one in a minute. But what's going on here? Yeah, this one rags perfect. Short this bad boy. I think you are short already, but yeah, I would. You know, maybe it does go to 60, you know, a couple bucks higher because everything is overshooting. But yeah, if you want to go short this one, short it. I mean, look at that run, guys. Well, this was 2009. But, you know, it was a $41 stock. It's for 60 bucks. You know, it's not, honestly, not in a bad position. Nothing's really wrong with this thing. But again, it's trying to shoot for the all-time high, which it did. Came back down, bounced off to 20. I mean, look at this run up. This is just stupid. 52 bucks. Yeah, you could get probably $5 out of this thing, $6 out of this thing. Yep, I'm short already. Yeah, good time. Yeah, exactly. Let it, you know, came back in, retraced back up. This is where you should have shorted right here. Yeah, actually, you'd be in the money a couple bucks already. Great play. SEDG. Gosh, I hate this computer. EG. What is this one? See, long, run long. See, right now, I just can't. I see what you're looking at because it's at the low end of the range. But honestly, I mean, this thing, I'd say $10. I could, if the markets start dumping, this one will probably go lower. I wouldn't, you're trying to hold this. It got rejected off the MAs. You're below that. It's just a weak position. For me, there'd be better stocks to trade. I mean, other than trying to find a low ball fee, this is a bearish pattern below the MAs. This could go lower. I wouldn't touch it. Sorry, John. But I see what you're saying. This is the allure of it, but it's at the lows, man. It's got to go up, and honestly, it could go lower. So just be careful with these. $10 even number, then go from there. And if you have to go long on this one, or if maybe they got news coming up or something, then play it like that. But just don't go all in. Don't get all crazy on this one. DPZ, Domino's Pizza. Yeah, this one, guys, this is one that just keeps paying us. Shorten it. Everyone was freaking out because it was going up and up and up. We caught this. We covered half. It ran back up. We started adding. Now went down. We covered half again, and now it's running here. Now look, it's starting to fall. So we did this trade twice. You couldn't look at this. Come back, retraces. This is like the gift. Thank you. And everyone's, I was starting to get emails. DPZ, man, we're getting killed in this thing. What's going on? I said, well, did you cover half down here at gap window? All right, if you did that, great. Going up, add more. I'm not going to add more than Kramer said, and then it hits double top and boom, look at that. Bam. And we talked about this. Bearish pattern here, inside bar, still above the MA, still strong. Look, comes in, bearish pattern here, and starting, oh man, if this cracks and comes in tomorrow or on Tuesday, I still think 144, maybe lower. At least the gap fill here around 150. So, and that's where I'll sell the last half and be done with it. Thank you very much. On to the next one, guys. But yeah, I mean, we got caught in this one a little bit, but everyone was selling for losses. Oh man. And and again, what is this, guys? Monthly chart. Look how extended it is from the 20 MA. Just like NVIDIA, gonna come back. I still think it might come back to 130s. So just be careful. Yep, I'm short already. Amazon. Yeah, Amazon's starting to break down too. So, nothing really to do with Amazon. The time to do it would have been right here. And you know what? We've been trading this one intraday, and this one's been working great for us. And I think we even came back in and shorted. I think we shorted this one, got some, of course, we only take $3-4, and this one pulled back 25. Comes up, but let me tell you, this thing's starting to break down. You have this trend. This is a real upsloping trend line, so I'm not gonna, I'm gonna just put it in there. But it did break that area, so you got to respect that. And right now, not looking too strong. You're below the MAs. This was a nice sell-off. You'll probably bounce here. Intraday, I'll probably be looking for a scalp. If this thing comes right to say 734.24, I'd give it a couple buck pierce. But yeah, right now, I would, if you're long Amazon, I'd tighten my stops here. Maybe we get another Trump rally or some crappy, some news-driven crap like always. But this one, I think it's looking weak. Tech's looking weak. The Q's had a nice sell-off, so line down in here. Then also, if you really, a little bit slow here, guys. I'm on the, I don't have a mouse on this one today. But right now you're in the 5-0 retrace. So right 731 or so, maybe a bounce. If it does crack through there, gets to 710. I'm still thinking there's a big gap around 691, then double bottom at 682. Beware, if this thing starts to go, it could go quick, and it's going to be quick and painless for all the longs. Next thing you know, it's one big red bar, another big red bar. We're down to, oh, what the hell's going on? And that's how this stuff happens, guys. Everyone gets complacent. The markets are going up. No one's taking profits because they think everything's going to keep their eye, and we're down another 1,000 on the down. Everyone's going, what the hell? What's going on here? I don't get it. That's why you can't get these markets, guys, and let it play out. Like I said, I have over 70 trades on Twitter, and every day there's, they're coming in a little more. We steal a little over 5% on the first half. Maybe we get another 5% on the second half. That will be a 7.5% trade. It's not a full position, but it was damn well close to it. So, that's what That's what I'm trying to tell you guys. You know, regardless how big your account is or how much money you have to trade with or what's your risk level at, you know, if you're putting in, say, $1,000 trades or $10,000 trades in positions that I'm posting on Twitter, now one after another, you know, just to say you put a $10,000 position on, say you get 5%, which is $500. You do that 100 times a year. What is that, guys? 50 grand. So minimum risk at 10, taking an average of 5, boom, you're going to have $50,000. Now, if you're lucky enough to have $100,000 positions in there, now you're making $5,000. Even if you make a 2.5% move, it's 2,500, guys. It's just a mathematical game where as long as you're banging out winners, guys, that's all that really matters. The losers will all play out itself. If you do 150 trades on the year and you have, you know, 40 losers and 110 winners, they're all for money. That's what it's all about, guys. It's not all about going in one big position. You know, I had a couple guys on Goldman Sachs. Oh, I'm getting killed. I'm getting killed. And it's like 228, you're getting killed. What'd you do? Go all in? Yeah, I'm all in. It's like, no wonder you're getting killed. And then they just get, you know, oh my gosh, it just keeps going. This is another one, guys. It's going to take a little while. It's a monthly chart. And look at this. I mean, we're almost right in the double top here. Just didn't make it. Next thing you know, it's coming in. You're going to have some support around 220. But it's just sustainable. Look at Goldman. Straight up, straight down, straight up, kind of down. Nice little retrace, down, straight up, down. I mean, this, look, see that move like, and look at this, boom, click, boom. I mean, that was 2008, but look at this move here. Oh, and then boom, right back down. And here it is, same crap, right in the double top, big area. Might overshoot a little bit like everything else, but we'll see. Yeah, Nvidia 95. Yeah, I would say 85. I'd say I'm going to go lower. It's just going to take a little bit of time. Market's correct. Everything's going to go down. So yeah, F5, we're short. F5, yeah, definitely short F5. If you're not short FFIV, short it, definitely. UTX starting to work. Yep, damn right it is. You know, Facebook 103, in my opinion, when we correct, yeah, Facebook too. You know, everyone's Facebook's Facebook. It's got to go up. And now it's going down, and everyone, well, that doesn't make any sense. What? But CNBC said, you know, and John Najarian and the trader on there said too. This is your spot. This is your spot to, you know, to short. Comes up, we're right even in here. We were adding shorts here. We're in the money finally on this trade, but you know, this one took a while. This one was a beast. It's Facebook. You know, we've traded it a bunch of times. Swing trades up and down, but I mean, look at this. I mean, stocks, these are just crazy moves here. 113 to 123 to 113 to 122, right back. That $10 moves every other week. Unhealthy market, guys, in my opinion, at least. Stocks like this should be just grinding up. None of this crap. I've seen this crap before. 2008, 2009, 2000, I think it was 11 and 12, are just getting crazy irrational moves, and next thing you know, we're dumping out. So right now we're holding on to this trend line, but honestly, 113, you know, this thing starts to rumble. You got a gap fill down here at 108.89. You got one here around 94. You got a little gap here, gap there around 104. But yeah, this trend line breaks, and this low at the 113.37 breaks. Boom, this thing's going to start rumbling. And the market start to dump, this gap fill, here we come. And then all the people that, you know, are trying to, every time it goes up, they chase it, then they sell it, they chase it, they sell it. They don't know what to do anymore. You took profits, been short since 121. If Facebook took profits, waiting to add more. Yeah, if it goes up, add more. If it goes up into this 121 area, do it again. But again, sell half and let the rest ride. That's what we did with US Steel. We sold half and we're going to let the rest ride. New one, MKL. What do you think about? Think Bucky. Let's see, MKL. I think we looked at this one. Not here. I wish I was up at my shop. I know 4. Jeez. Got my kids today, guys, so they might come rumbling in here. Gosh, nothing really to do here. Let's put a retrace on this thing. Oops. Let's see. Retrace. We're holding the 618. We're still below the 200. Yeah, I would wait, see if it could go make one more leg up here. Not bad. I mean, if you wanted to go short, you probably could start adding. But if the markets do go up a little bit more, you might get to the 950 even number area, gap fill at 192.39 right in there. So you could probably, do something like that as well. Here, let me open this up a little bit more. I don't really need the symbols there. Not bad though. This slight bullish consolidation, so just watch out for that. It could possibly go up. But remember, if it does start going up and it can't get above this 200 MA, you can add right here too around the 925, the quarter number too. You have this big breakdown area too as well. So this is going to have a lot of resistance right in here, the 925. So if you can wait patiently for another 25 bucks, this one doesn't really move irrational, but I would just wait a little bit longer, see if you get a little bit high. Took profits waiting on more. Yep. Yeah. So I would just let's see what happens here and see what we can get a little higher prices on that one. But I don't mind that. Let's look at the weekly. Let's just see what's telling us on the weekly. Yeah, I mean, it came down, retraced back up. You are inside this bar. Yeah, I mean, if you do short it here, I guess if it does get above the 125 number, stop out and then reshort it at 956 and then the 1,000 even number. So honestly, if it does run, it's probably going to the 1,000, and that's when you want to short it at the big even number. But markets dump, then yeah, it's really not a high flyer either. Holding on the 20 MA on the monthly, yeah, it's not in bad shape. But again, maybe 925, 950. Wait around for it. Hold on, CETX. I'm starting to run a little bit. Yeah, I don't know what this is. Apparently it's getting some news or something, but yeah, I don't play these. These are, I mean, you had some big volume here, so something's going on with these. I can't, I'm too stupid to figure out what's going on with these stocks, to be honest with you. Apparently it's moving on news because you got some volume coming in, but yeah. And resistance here at 659. Going through it. Is there any more back here? I mean, it got through that, so it could probably continue up. These are just, if they're news driven, I don't know. If you want to go short Goldman Sachs, short JPM, short the SPY, short the IWM, short the DIA, go short those. Short Nvidia, short Jack in the Box. That's another one that it's Jack in the Box. Holding strong and actually here nice. This is another one. Yeah, my charts are running slow. There you go. I mean, I had a nice retrace, double top here at 100 and kept, overshooting. Jack in the Box. This is another one to a 111. It's Jack in the Box. It's like McDonald's. So if this is another one, short this one. Just look for high flyers. Go to that one. And if some of them are out of the money, short those. Like F5's out of the money, Goldman's out of the money, JPM's out of the money. Short those. Facebook, that's already been coming back in. Amazon a little bit. Google's not too bad. But these are positions, guys, you're going to have to hold a little bit. Sometimes they come right in, and sometimes you got a couple of months. Wow, ADP, look at that. Yeah, there you go. Short that one. Short that one next week. There you go. If you want to short, right there. See how it's overshooting though? You think 100 even number, that's going to stop the train here. But see how the volume came in end of the year. See how we're just floating now. It's the best. Actually, that's, you know what? I'm going to write that one down. I'm going to put that one out there. And actually, you know what? I might even have that one as it's short. Hold on here. Personally, but this is one we've talked about, guys. I can't take 75 positions, guys. I just can't. But as I'm pulling some off, I'll find one that I'm out of the money on, and I'll put more into that one. I'm not in full positions on a couple of them I am, but most of them are half positions or less. I'm out, and that's how I'm playing these markets right now. No, it looks like I don't have an ADP. I'm trying to get a watch list too, guys. Slowly working on stuff, guys. I think let me started building a watch list. I actually got a real good. Bear with me, guys. Let me pull up. I think I do have a trade on there already, but let's see. Gosh, I love this. Watch list, actually all the trades I'm in and everything. I'm going to hopefully have it on my website. I'm just trying to figure out how I got to do it. Yeah, ADP short, 12, 21, 16, 102, 52. That's what we're in. So we're a little bit on the money. Yeah, if you want to short that one. Yeah, so I have a list, guys. Gosh, I can't bring it in. I have it on my other computer over here. But I'm still adding my positions on here, still you know, putting them in there. Some of the positions I'm not in, I got to go to Twitter and figure out those. But like I said, if I'm in a position or if I cover a position, I'm going to look through this list and be like, all right, well, let's see. I'm in Aetna short from 134. I covered half to Aetna now, you know, so I'm looking at these positions and figuring it out, which ones are the best ones for me to add more to, or possibly ones that I'm not in and I want to back in, because I'm all 70 of these, to be honest with you, but I just don't have enough money to do that. Even with my stuff spread around thin, I said earlier, if you have $10,000 positions, $20,000 positions, $50,000 positions, $100,000 positions, it really doesn't matter. If you have 10,000 and you make 5% on each one, it's $500 a pop. Boom, 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 boom. You just got to keep banging them out, guys. Don't be sitting around in trades and hoping they work out. You got to spread yourself around and make sure you're in enough of them, because if some are upside down, some come in, you pull some off, just like US Steel. You know, everyone was so hyped on this one. Our average position was 35.22. We were a little bit out of the water, but you know what? We stuck with it. But we have shortened this. We went short a couple times, and we did this one a couple times already, guys. And this is the last time we got caught up in the hype a little bit. And we were getting wrenched on it, but we held strong. We added. This was a nice bearish pattern here, starting to come in. We sold half. I'm thinking we could get down to maybe 31.23 or possibly pot. I would love to see this gap fill here, 28.73. I will be out definitely for maybe even a 10% move on this one. So Microsoft, Nike are doing. Sorry if you already covered them. No, I did not. Microsoft double top, so that one we're gonna ride low. What's up, kids? You can come in here. I'm live. Just be quiet. My kids are coming in here, guys. Or my boy Nicholas. So gotta be quiet, bud. All right.
All right.
I'm USD here, man. That's it. I'm done with this one. I maybe hold a quarter position, but this is another one that just keeps, you know, up and down. Every time it goes up, it goes down, goes up, comes in, goes up, and now it's slowly drifting. So you got to watch out for this stuff. You know, I get the emails, you know, in this position, man, we've been holding for a couple weeks, and what's going on? We're upside down. It's like, yeah, breathe, man. And then I find out that's their one position and they're all in. It's like, everyone says hi, Nicholas. Lewis says, what's up? Say hi.
Hi.
They can't see you, but but yeah, I mean, look at that. You got an upsloping trend line. You got to be patient with some of these guys. You know, what I've seen and what I've noticed, everything's overshooting, guys. And you got to just stay calm. That's why we slow. You know, if you're going to do 1,000 shares of this, you add it double top here. Then you add it the next resistance, you know, whatever that might be, you know, maybe around 31. You add it over here. Yeah, you know, you just keep slowly but surely. And look, I was out of the money big time on this one, but bam, already in 5%. And if we fall another 5% on Tuesday, I'll be out. So that's how we do it here. So Apple, yeah, Apple. We talked about Apple in a couple of our live sessions, and we're saying, yeah, you know what, it could possibly run up. It wasn't in a bad position on the weekly or on the daily. You know, we talked about it pretty much right here, but as the markets floated, boom, went right back up. We did talk about double top. We did talk about so, you know, we talked about if you're long and this keeps going up, tighten these stops up here. If you're long, Right now, nothing wrong. You are above the moving averages, but if the markets come in, look out, guys. This one's coming in just like the rest of them. So if you're long Apple, start tightening the stops. You do have a gap fill up here in double top right around 118.70. So, and it's floating up with the markets, guys, just the light volume crap. So that's what you're looking at here. Just be careful with this one. But honestly, nothing wrong with Apple. They're going to throw out some news or something. Right now, it's all news on Apple that they're not making stuff or whatever the hell they're doing. You know, Apple was the best. Now it's the worst. Next, they'll have a good quarter. Then it'll be the best again. Well, not bad. 20 MA here again on the monthly, but you do have a little tail here, which it didn't close above. And you have resistance with this big inside bar. So if you're long, just tighten the stop and just be aware if the market's dump, this will go down too. Nike. Nike, I haven't looked at this one. We did play it intraday. Yeah, see, they're just jicky-jacking this stuff around here. Yeah, actually, let me erase some of this stuff here. Yeah, I mean, look at that. Right there would have been your area to short. You know, we were talking about maybe getting to 55 and then adding and never even made it. You have a little tail here. This is bearish right here. Now you're below the MAs. I think Nike's going down lower, guys. I remember Nike too? When it was high flying and everyone, oh, it's Nike. And didn't they have a reverse too? Wasn't it around $100 or something like that too? So here we are again. We're actually right where it reversed. So here's your big trend line there. That's what you got to watch out for. It did crack it on Friday. There, let's see where we're at. So we're at the 618. Yeah, you know, if it stays below this trend line and starts rumbling and the market starts selling, you're going to 49 and probably lower on Nike. So just be careful with that one. And Microsoft again, it's at double top. I just showed that one briefly. Microsoft came back in 20 MA on the daily. We are short this one. We did cover half as it was moving up. We added more. So now it's coming back in again. But, you know, the reason why we shorted Microsoft, guys, you know, and it's funny. This is the kill. This is the kick in the head. So everyone, you know, was buying Microsoft here, buying. Oh, it's Microsoft. This is 2000 now, the dot-com boom. Then boom, 16 years, guys, goes up. What, for me, if you're a bag holder for 16 years, don't you think you'd sell it here and just take the profit and say thank you? The funny thing is, everyone's euphoric now, and everyone's like, it's Microsoft. It's going to go up. You got to get in this one. No, it doesn't. You're at huge resistance here. You have a lot of selling pressure. The only reason it's moving up because the light on this thing starts to come back in, I wouldn't doubt you're going to be back at $30 again because this thing shouldn't be a $62 stock. It just shouldn't be. I mean, maybe back here in 2000, these moves that we're getting in these markets, flat out ridiculous. That's all I could say. I mean, but it's Microsoft. And then everybody who's euphoric, everyone who bought third, all sitting in this thing profits. Out or should keep reusing the profit for the next trade. Should we short the S&P as should we short the S&P as a long position? Yeah, a long position, but you could short the S&P and try to get your 5% out of it. You know, that's how I'm playing stuff. And Sanjay should take the money. Yeah, like this, like US Steel, guys. This thing actually even on the monthly we have a little tail, and we had a tail here too. So that beware of that. We watched the 200 MA, but on this one here, when I was up 5%, I took the profit. I didn't go into another go down. I mean, I can use that money, and I will. If I have a profit and I make money on that trade, I'm going to look for another trade to put that money in. You want that money at work all the time, but oh yeah, SDS. You could take SDS right now, definitely. Yeah, Lewis, if you want to do the SPY S&P short, buy the SDS. If you want to short the Qs or the Nasdaq, you could do the QID, I believe it is. And I think the IWM is TWM, I think it is for the short. But yeah, don't take the triples. Take a triple ETF or the ultra ETFs. Don't go full position. Go You know, if you're going to do 1,000 shares on something, do 500. Lessen the risk. Lewis, if you want to do the S&P, take the SDS long. That will, if you can't go short in your account, use the SDS. For puts and everything right now, brutal with puts and any options right now. Don't do it. Other than writing calls like we did for NVIDIA, you can definitely do that. But no, in these trades, I'm looking for 3% to 10%, you know, on every trade, whether it's a loser or a winner. NVIDIA, I got crushed on way over my threshold, but that's another story. JPM, I got kicked in the you know what on, and Goldman Sachs, I got kicked in the you know what. But these are high parts, so I'm taking my sweet time on these until I sell them for a profit or a loss. It's just another trade for me. I mean, take out of the broker system. I don't know what you mean by that. No, if you're taking the profit, just keep it in your account still. You know, if you have a margin account, whatever, yeah, just keep everything in the account. Just every time you take off a position, just, you know, at least for me, I look to my list and I say, okay, what positions am I not in? Okay, these are upside down a little bit. Boom, I'm adding more to that one, or I'm adding a new position. So I'm always rotating capital, getting into new positions. 100 trades a year, 200 trades a year. If I could do 300 trades a year, I'll do 300, guys. I don't care. I'll keep banging them out for as much as I can. Mobley long, Mobley. You're pulling up all these stocks, John. Yeah, I know. Is that another low one? All right, hold on. Let's look at Bob has that one up. We are short Adobe. It's slowly coming in. This one's been painful. They took me out a little bit on this one, but we're right back. Almost, I think we're break even. I don't have anything up. I don't have it on my list. That was one money a little tiny bit on this one. Yeah, but this one, it was going up, down. I mean, look at the charts, down, up, down, and then we got caught in this one here when it was hitting double top in earnings. Then they blast off, but we were adding a little bit more, came back in, then they bounced it up on us, and this is coming back in. Adobe, if you want to short, this would have been the area up here to short. But like I said, our averages, I think, is right around 102, 101, right in there. I don't have it up. I just have my charts up. It's looking weak. You know, if you want to take a small position on Adobe, you can. Short. I wouldn't go long in it. A little bit overdone, if you ask me. Happy New Year, Prince. What's up, buddy? Just saw you do it later. I didn't post anything on StockTwits or anything. I was just going to do a quick video with the SPY and everything, because at home I can't do my video. It only gives me 480. Do a live session, it gives me the 720. But hey, like I said, I love doing this stuff, guys. I love talking to you guys and making stuff happen. And you guys throw trades at me that I wouldn't see normally, and we're trading them. So Adobe, though, Adobe's pretty much a high flyer. Let's look at the monthly. Well, it was up in here, but yeah, you could short it. I still think we could get 92, 90 bucks, 10 bucks from here. The market start dumping. So if you want to go short it. Don't go long though. Let's see here. NAK long, Moby long. All right, let's see here. Yes, Sanjay, you don't want to take everything out of the broker system. Just keep it in there. So say you're just taking profit after profit. Just put it, just keep it in there until you find another good trade. Don't go all in. 10% total, 10% of your total portfolio. Right now, I'm doing 5% positions. You just got to work your way up, guys. You know, at a point, guys, I was doing $10,000 positions, but 500 here, 400 there, 600 there, 400 there, 200 here. It all adds up. Next thing you know, boom, you're killing it. You know, so that's the way I trade, at least. Hold on, let's see here. NAK, is that one? I don't even know what this is. Yeah, you keep throwing the low flyers here. Yeah, these are all on news. I can't. It's not bad. Needs to stay above the 50 MA. I mean, honestly, this could probably go here. 539, maybe this big breakdown bar around 587. But these, I just don't play these. I mean, this would have been the time to get in right here. This pop, I would be done. But honestly, it could move up more. I don't know if this is news or whatever it is. Just be careful with these. If you're going to play them like an option, couple grand or whatever. If it goes to zero, you lose a couple grand. Take the money and run. Kind of do that one. Yeah, NVIDIA's coming in. Yeah, I know. Everyone brings that one up. NVIDIA, man, you're getting killed. Yeah, you know what? I did write calls. My calls are a little bit out of the money right now. When those come in, I'm going to make a pretty penny on those. And those come in and I get paid. My short share position on NVIDIA, that one will be the past. And hopefully that one will come in and money on both. Here. What was the other one? Mobile. Was it Mobile E or Mobile? Why? Seriously. Let's see here. Yeah, this thing's just shaking and baking. Let's stick a retrace in here. 618. You do have a little bit of tail. It's in a pretty okay position, but for me, there's just let's look at the daily to see what the daily's doing. Oh yeah, Fang's getting banged. Fang is getting banged. With gold this week, yeah, gold. I think we'll see. We'll see with gold. I could some gold. Oh yeah, it did pop up. Maybe some news, maybe a buyout or something. But this is one where everybody hops on, and next thing you know, it's right back down. So for me, nothing to do. Again, you caught this little retrace here, 618. You're getting the bounce. Good bounce up. I mean, for me, this would have been the area, and then you'd be out already hacks. But let me tell you, even with weak markets, solid support's really working well, resistance really working well. You have a lot of stocks overshooting, so you got to be well. But overall, not bad. But yeah, maybe we get a bounce up. I would just wait for consolidation here, bullish, and then maybe it's really not giving us anything other than a nice move up the last couple of days, and then maybe a stall out, a little bit of retrace, maybe the next wave up. Along this one, if it starts getting below the MAs, then you got to get the hell out. It's probably coming right back down. So just be careful with that one there. Yeah, the Fang just getting banged. Amazon getting wrenched on. I mean, that thing, gosh. But look at that. One comes back, retrace, chop, 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 retrace, and then the bomb. Google too. Google off, and I could have added to it. And I was just, as it was coming down, I should have sold some down. And I did cover half, and we started adding more. I think it was down in here. Base is coming right back in. I'm telling you guys, Google. I'm still thinking 744, and I'm still thinking 606 to come down in here around 678, 673. That's me though. So planning on buying some real estate ETF. What do you think? Any of that stuff right now? No way. Don't buy. Yeah, I wouldn't touch anything real estate right now. So easily. I'm Amazon, definitely. All this stuff's coming in, guys. When the market's dumped, it's going to be fat. Just like last year, 12 days down. I don't know if we get that, but if we down a lot down in here, but you know what? It will give us epic long plays, and that's what I'm looking at too. Yeah, Facebook too. We looked at that one a little bit earlier. Doing, buddy? Yeah, Facebook, we talked about this trend line. This trend line cracks, we're going down. We're going to go down to 108. This will be another one where everyone, but it's Facebook. I don't get it. Why does this keep going down? Kind of like NVIDIA. It's the same crap, different stock. So you got a nice gap fill here, 94. You got a pivot down in here. You got you might have another couple gaps in here somewhere, but this low pivot here around 106. If it starts going there, 106, 100, I'll be out. I'm short Facebook, so I'll be taking that money and running. LD. Yeah, GLD we covered a little bit earlier, but yeah, I mean, that thing, we start saying it's 750. We're starting to add around 115, 112.50, then 108, starting to move up, but we did have a slight pullback on Friday. We are still above the 20 MA. So let's see if we could get a bullish consolidation and another pop up. If the markets do start selling a little bit, this one could go down, but eventually it could start going up because it might be a safe haven play. But again, I'm just looking at technicals, and right now we're holding this 106.79 area and the 750 retrace. Remember, 618, we overshot it to the 750, and that's where we're getting the bounce. So this could be the bounce area in here. We'll have to check it out. Jan is a big sell month for hedge funds, and Facebook is a big sell count. Yeah, you know, I wouldn't count on too much stuff, but right now the big money now, they're short the S&P, they're short the Qs, they're short the IWM, and they're short the Dow. They've been adding ever since for the last couple months or so, but they are net short all the big indexes. So that's telling me that there could be some more selling pressure in the weeks to come. But again, light volume action, anything can happen. So who knows? You know, we'll have to look at that stuff as it presents itself, guys. But then, you know, like we looked at earlier, IBB too. IBB shot up here, and everyone, oh, it's going to 300. Here we go again. It filled the gap, filled the gap. We were adding shorts here. Boom, covered. Now we're in a quarter position. Hopefully we could get another, you know, maybe 15 bucks out of this one. But everyone asked me, you know, is this a place to short it? Maybe. I mean, you might get another retrace here, but this was the place to short it. But see, everyone was too timid because everyone was so bullish on it. But as everyone bullish on it, we were shorting it, and we got paid. Now, if it breaks this, we might actually get another 15 on our last position. Price line prints, this thing's been a beast, man. I can't even. I just been staying away from it. But right now, this is a bearish pattern on the daily, starting to break down. Gosh, this would be. I mean, you know what? Here, let's do this. I love writing calls and writing puts on this one. But this is your area right here. If we get back up into this, if it somehow, somewhere retraces back up into here, this is where we'll be shorting this one. But right now, markets break down. This one's going downtown. I bet you it goes into the 1300s. But I just can't do it right here. It's already starting to. Let's see what happens next week. If next week we get light volume and it pops above here, then we'll start looking over here on this area. But yeah, this thing's looking weak. Right there would have been the area. Now I was hoping that we'd get a little bit higher, like into this pivot, and it just never made it. Sucked, guys. It was just like, come on, baby, a little bit more, and never. And then like this nice. I mean, this was this even to put a put on right here. But this is when I would have wrote calls right here. But I was expecting a little bit higher prices. Don't touch that. My kid's going crazy in here. Leave my stuff alone. But yeah, so that's where we're at on that one. It is a nice pattern here. Let's look in the weekly. Let's just see if there's anything else. We are sitting above the 20 MA, so that can hold it. But we did close right below it on the weekly, but we have an inside bar. Yeah, let's see if we can chop up back to 1550. We get back 1550, 1560 area, we could possibly short it. So do you do a bear put spread? See, I don't. The only thing I would do with options, I don't know too much about them. I write calls and write puts. That's the easiest trade for me. Bear call spread or just sell call with protection. I would just write naked calls. That's what I would do. But not on this. I would have wrote naked calls on this move when it moved up. Not right now. But just like NVIDIA, I got naked calls on that one. 5 of them on 85 Marches. A little bit out of the water, a couple bucks, but when that comes in, and if I make 10 bucks on those, I'm out. I'm done. See you later. I'm not sticking around for that stuff. The bear call spread, that's why, that's why I'd love to do the Google Hangouts to get everyone together. The bear call spread, you could do that. If that's going to play the downside, and then if that's going to play the premium just disappearing, sure. And that's what you're looking to do. That's why you'd write calls on, you would have wrote calls on price line right there. That's when you would have wrote them. And 4 days up, 5 days up, boom, write them. Right now they would have been sucked out. So you would have bought them here. Say the calls were worth 20 bucks. They're probably worth 10 now, probably less actually. I could look at charts and see what happens. But yeah, that would have been the play. So if it bounces up one more time, maybe write some calls here, or the bear call spread would be fine too. Yeah, I got to learn more about the options. I never traded options, guys. I always did shares. I was always told by the guys who taught me how to trade, just don't do it. They're dangerous, da-da-da. If you have the money to do shares, and do it that way. And I just built my account up where I'm just doing that. But I said, I'll write calls, write puts. Once in a while, I'll buy some puts, which I have in the past. But again, if I have a put, I'll couple $1,000. I make 500, 1,000, I'm out. I'm not a pig. I don't wait for the $5,000 move or the $10,000 move. I don't care. Mostly at the moment. Yeah, I mean, yeah, you can do it. It's just, Prince, you know how it is with these markets, man. If you would have bought puts 6 months ago, 5 months ago, even if you went out 6 months, they'd be getting roasted right now. you know, on everything. It's just brutal. We got to get more of a market where stuff's going into great resistance, pulling back, or stuff's going into great support and bouncing. Right now, it's just tough. I'd rather just write the call or write the put and just play the as the premium just gets sucked out of it. Call spreads if you don't have much buying power left. Is that what you end up doing, Rags? But that way too. That's why I said I'm gonna hopefully look me up on Google Hangouts, or if you have a Google account or a Google email. Shh, guys, I got all my kids in here now, guys. Got to be quiet, please. But yeah, let me know what your Google email is, and if you do play a lot of options, send me an email at stockbookie@gmail.com, and I'll add you to my Hangouts list, and then we can go. All right, Rags. You know what? Maybe we'll. I'm going to look you up right now, and maybe we'll do a Google Hangout. We can look at this stuff. But yeah, I was talking to another gentleman about the bear call spreads and all that stuff, and I'd like to learn it because if I ever do the subscription, I want to put these trades out there too. All right, let me see if let me check. Like I said, I don't have the setup like I do at my shop, guys. So bear with me here. Hold on, guys, get out of here for a second. I'm doing stuff. All right, let's see here. I got all my kids in here messing around. Yeah, I have a small office at my house, and it's filled with. If you guys see it, you'll see what I'm talking about. It was an extra bedroom, and we just jammed all this crap in it. It's pretty crazy. All right, so you guys said you're sending me an email. Your emails are, and then we'll do that. So let's see, some group do Skype. Yeah, Skype too. We could possibly do that. Skype though, I can't pull the charts up, so that's why with the Google Hangouts, I can have the charts up where we can look at the charts. We can all talk. I can talk and stuff like that. So that's what I'd really like to do with the Google Hangouts, or if I ever get this website going and this subscription-based stuff so everyone can talk. We can do trades. We can do a little bit of everything, guys. I'm looking forward to that if I ever get time to get that going, actually. So, but no, I mean, overall, that's what we're looking to do, you know, with this stuff. And that's all we can really do. Google Hangouts is good way also. Yeah, exactly. You got it. I mean, I do the live stuff here. I have done Google Hangouts with a couple of the guys that I've consulted in the past, and that's worked out really well. I've consulted some hedge funds too as well. I still have two on board that I talk to a little bit here and there, but they're wishy-washy. But the couple of guys that I have consulted, that's what we've done with the Google Hangouts, and that's worked really well. So, okay, there you go. There's yours. I just got yours, Prince. Rags, Rags, I think I got yours, right? Let me look here. All right. Let's see if we could do something here. All right, so that's pretty much with that too. Yeah, I got yours now, so I'll add you to the list and we'll see if we could do something here. All right, guys, I'm gonna go right now. Rags and Prince, I'm gonna look you up right now. Let's do a hangout. Let's talk for a second or two. And let me get you guys linked to my account, and let's see. Are you guys going to be around? Prince, you going to be around for a couple minutes, bud? Add me. All right, Lewis. Yeah, you could go in there too. All right, send me your email, Lewis. I'll add you, and we can do a live session. Just talk. I can see if I can do it on my laptop too. It might be a little difficult, so bear with me. But at Gmail. All right, hold on here. Send me an email, Lewis, at stockbookie@gmail.com, so I have it on there. Hang out, we could talk about options and stuff, and the best place, go for it. I'm in public lock right now, audio call, okay. Okay, I'm not sure. @gmail.com, you got it. Thanks, Prince. You guys are awesome. I don't even have to work here or do anything. And that's what I'm looking for too, you know. It's, you know, put the blessing on stocks. And if you guys want to do stuff, at least and I'm going to learn something too. Why not? If I could get 1,000 people following me or paying me, and we could get a bunch of trades, we're all going to freaking kill it. It's going to be a real good year. And there's a couple other guys too I want to get into. No Emotion, he's a good trader. Christoph, he's a good guy too. We're going to make want to make a lot of stupid, here, let me see if I could, I can't even do stuff on here. I mean, here, check it out. If I pop this up, here's my Google Hangouts. Oh, that's actually down there, so I can pull it up here. It's like, I got 6 monitors at work, guys. I got 2 here. Locked in the room. Uh-oh. Should we be quiet, Lewis? Don't talk. His wife's in the room. All right, guys. I'm gonna head off, but I'm gonna look at my Hangouts thing. I'll add you guys and let's see if we could do a hangout in the next couple minutes here. Let me go get something to drink. I'm under the weather right here too, guys. I've been sick for the last couple days, so bear with me. But I'd like to just get this hangout thing, couple people in here. Let's see what, and let's just talk. Let's just chat and let's see if we could get something going. So I'm going to take off, guys, with the live stream right now, if I can actually stop it. But Lewis, Prince, Rags, I'm going to look you guys up right now, so hang tight. Let me see if I could pull this up. Nope, that's my dashboard. This crap. It's like, all right, how? Hangouts. I think this is my, hold on here. Oh, this is my, sorry, guys. A 3D effect. Follow, stop, look deep into the screen. All right. All right, let me, I'm going to stop the broadcast. Again, for everybody who follows me, Happy New Year. Hope you had a great holiday season, all that good stuff. Give your family members a hug. You never know what might happen. God bless. See you on the charts.